Okay, welcome. My name is Kasey Bell. This is our full moon ceremony, June 5th, 2020. I'm really happy to be here with you. So nice to see your faces. And even those of you who are watching the recording later, it's so nice to have you here. I can feel your energy. I'm starting to get tingles. Yay. All right. So before we begin and we start talking about the moon and talking about our agenda and all that good stuff, let's begin just by grounding and dropping into our breath. So sit up tall, wherever you're at. Soften your eyes closed. Start to become aware of your breath. Inhale slowly down towards your belly. And exhale slowly. Do that a few more times. Inhaling slowly down towards your belly. And exhale slowly. As you continue to breathe, take your hands to your low belly. You can feel yourself breathing and expanding the belly. When you exhale, feeling the belly soften a bit. And stay there a few breaths. And as you breathe into your belly, start to really occupy the space of your body. Feel into the low belly, feel into your hips, feeling into the lower energetic centers. Feeling into the water and the earth element of yourself. Take 3 more deep breaths. When you feel ready, start to blink open your eyes. Awesome. Great. Thank you all so much for joining me for that. So, our agenda for today is I'm going to talk a little bit about this full moon, the astrology of this full moon, some of the energy around it. We're going to then write down some things that we're working on releasing, anything that's coming up for you that you're processing and that you're wanting to start to break down and let go and heal. And then we're going to take that release paper, whatever you write down on it, and we're going to burn it. And if you don't have the ability to burn it right now, that's fine. You can always burn it later. And if you can't burn it, then you can destroy it any other way, like ripping it up. But if you can, I'm going to encourage you to burn it because energetically it's really powerful and it can feel really powerful to watch those things being burned into the light and crumble and become like a little pile of ash. It's cool. So we're going to release through that process. And then we're going to write down what we want to call in. And so whenever we're releasing, we create this energetic vacuum effect where something is released and then there's going to be something pulling in at the same time. And you don't want to pull in the same old stuff. You want to be intentional about what you're calling in. So then we'll write down on the other piece of paper the things that you want to grow in yourself, the things that you're wanting to nurture and expand on inside yourself. So that's going to be our intention. And then you can take that little piece of paper and charge it under the moon tonight. Cool. And then after that, we'll do a little meditation just to kind of like solidify and really affirm what the work that we're doing tonight collectively. There's a lot of power in doing this together. So I just want to thank you all for being here with me, for contributing your energy to our circle. It's absolutely felt. And when we do this together, there's a lot of power in it. So beginning to talk about our full moon tonight. It's a full moon in Sagittarius. We are also experiencing eclipse. today, and it's not visible from North America. I think I read Asia, Australia, and Africa. But Sagittarius is all about shining a light on old patterns so that we can shift into a bigger picture and release anything that's holding us back. There's a lot of themes around deep transformation and change because of the eclipse. Anytime we have an eclipse happening, there's a lot of shift and upheaval and things changing and a lot of things being brought to the surface so that it can be purged, processed, healed, and we can shift into the new. And so with our eclipse this season within Sagittarius, we're creating energy of freedom, liberation, letting go of old paradigms, and welcoming in divine feminine. So starting to birth whatever divine feminine that lives within you, allowing that to really rise up and show up bigger in your life. It's all about expanding, opening our awareness, seeing a bigger picture, shifting into higher wisdom, new pathways, new perspectives. In this, we have to get really honest with ourselves about what's holding us back. Right now, we have a golden opportunity where energetically things are being brought to the surface. And so if you're honest with yourself, you already know what you're working on, what you're healing, and we can find those things and kind of like gold mine, like go in a little bit deeper and get to the root of it and start to heal from there. And so my encouragement during this time would be to really soften into yourself and take care of yourself. Welcome like healing elements like water. As you soften, it's going to be easier to purge and heal, and it's going to be a little bit, if you nurture yourself, it'll be easier to look at the uncomfortable crap, like where the healing part can be very uncomfortable, but we need to do it in order to make this shift. And so nurture yourself through it. Do whatever you have to do it. But the point is to do it so that we can make this shift. As we make this shift with our eclipse, we're starting to welcome in new currents of energy, welcoming in strength, patience, divine feminine energy, liberation from old patterns, liberation from old stories, recharging ourselves with love and joy, reclaiming our power, getting rid of things that are attached to the old identity, and it really stepping into a time where we start to, especially intuitives and highly sensitive people, we're moving into this place and being supported energetically where we can step into our power and start to like really take our intuition seriously and tap into being in the flow. And for me, I started creating this new idea, and I was telling my husband, I was like, I just have different logic. And a lot of it is based on my intuition and my feeling, and I've practiced this for long enough and I've seen the signs and I've seen where I've gotten wrong, I've seen where it's worked and where it hasn't long enough to me it feels like logic. And he was like, I don't think that's logic. And I was like, you know what, it's my own kind of reasoning which makes it logic to me. And so those of us, and really all humans have this capacity. Everybody has intuition. That's part of being a human. That's one of the most human things that we can experience, is having intuition, having empathy, and being able to open up to these more subtle energies. However, there are other people who have practiced their intuition, like you guys are connected to your intuitive selves, your sensitive part of your being. And so those of us who are really connected to the sensitive part of our being, we're going to be challenged to rise up and to be seen and to allow our light to shine and to be supported and anchor into a new strength and a new power in ways that we haven't before. And so as I'm saying this, you might already be thinking of ways or feeling into ways of how you can do this for yourself, where you're being pulled in terms of expanding your energy, expanding your ability to serve, to be a light, to be the example, to be the change that you wish to see. You might start already be feeling into that. Okay, and so those are the themes. Really simple. It's transformation, shifting, leaving the old paradigm, entering the new one, doing the work, doing the healing that is required to step out of the old paradigm and into the new one. And that's going to be one of the really crucial parts is doing the healing so that we can step into the new space. So let's write down what we want to release. You can choose your first paper. Write down what you're releasing. You could do this for yourself, or you could do it for collective energies. And so you can, just depending on where you're at and how much you have to devote, and to contribute, or where you want to send your energy, you can think about it in those terms. You can do it for yourself, your community, your family, any particular people that you're close with, or even the country, the world at large. And so what is it that we need to release? What are the uncomfortable things that are being presented to us right now? What is it that you're actively healing? What old ideas hold you back? Writing down any fears, writing down anything that you're wanting to see transform, anything that feels like a block or that's holding you back from healing. Writing down the things that are uncomfortable. What are the uncomfortable things that maybe a part of you doesn't want to face, but we know we have to anyway? And so we might as well do it in a supported environment. The work that we do here today will be charged and empowered over the next 6 months. And so as you think of this, you might even, if you want to, think of it in that term, releasing, creating this transformation that's going to churn and shift over the next 6 months or so before we really see the full fruition. We'll see change in small ways in the beginning, like within the next moon cycle. Right. If you are still writing, please keep writing as long as you need to. I'm going to burn mine. If you are in a place where it is safe to burn, go ahead when you're ready. If you're not able to burn, you can fixate your eyes on mine. I'll show it to you burning, and then you can kind of like imagine your stuff being burned up in it too. So I'll hold this space for all of us. Right. And so it is. All right, my friends. Here you go. You take it from me. Next, we're going to write down our intentions. Take your time. We're on different spots in our burning process. And so when you write down your intentions, these are the things that you're calling in. This is what you want to nurture, what you want to see grow, either within yourself, within your family, community, country, world, however you want to direct the energy. Feel into your heart space. Allow your heart to speak through you. You write your intentions. Your heart knows your desires. When you're writing your intentions, notice if your old beliefs kind of like stop you up. Like if you start to write something down and that old belief's like, oh, but that's not going to work because of this. See if you can notice that. And then cut through it anyway and write it down. What could you call in if you begun to really take your intuition seriously? To allow your heart to guide you, to allow your heart to be your boss. If you let go of what's holding you back, if you broke the old patterns once and for all. What could you call in if you started to really fully trust in yourself and the cycles that you flow through? This full moon is starting to illuminate the bigger picture for us, allowing what needs to go, acknowledging what needs to heal, being tender and soft and nurturing with what needs to heal, doing the process to heal. Deep cycles of trauma are being resurfaced. Deep cycles of trauma are being relived so that we can break the pattern. It's coming to the surface to shine a light so it can be seen and no longer live in the unconscious. We're welcoming in a higher vibration reality. We've been ushering this in with the Aquarian age for some time. It's all about expansion, growth, shifting from me, shifting from ego, from fear to we, me to we. It's all about the Aquarian age shift. From me perspective to we perspective. Awesome. And so take like 2 or 3 more minutes to write. Once you're done and you're waiting for us to finish up, then I would just like breathe and start to visualize your intention coming to life. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to create, through meditation, we're going to create a visual image of this intention coming to life. And then we're going to pull it down through our channel of manifestation from the crown to the root chakra, stopping at each chakra along the way. All right, my dears. As you're ready, you can transition into our meditation practice. You can always add to your intention paper later, and you might get more details from your vision. And so if you do, write them down. As we begin to meditate, we'll do this for about 20 minutes, and you can do it lying down or seated. Starting with eyes closed. Drop into your breathing. Inhale slowly down towards your belly. And exhale slowly. Do that a few more times. Slow breath in. Slow breath out. As you breathe, anchor your mind to your breath. The mind follows the breath in into your body. The mind follows the breath as you exhale. Continuing to flow with the breath. As you connect your mind to your breath, you're connecting your mind to your body, awakening both the conscious and the subconscious mind. Take a few more breaths like this. Mind follows the breath in. Mind follows the breath out. Imagine above the crown of your head, you have a little thought bubble like in the cartoons. And in this thought bubble, start to see the vision of your intention as if it's already actualized. Seeing your intention as if it's already actualized. Notice, where are you at? Are you alone? Are there people there? Who are they? What are you doing? Can you acknowledge any textures? Can you reach down and touch any like grass or texture of the floor or anything, furniture, walls, decorations, anything tangible, imagining putting your hands over it, feeling your body in that space. Take a deep breath. Imagine that thought bubble moves into the crown of your head and it moves right into the center of your mind. And then you begin to color in your vision even more. Seeing more detail, more subtlety. Getting more clarity. Don't force it, allow it to come to you. At any point, if you feel like your vision is being forced, relax your face, relax your body, soften, and it will come. Soften and it will float to the surface. Coloring in your vision, welcoming more detail to be revealed to you, welcoming more clarity to be revealed, perhaps showing you some of your next steps. And then allowing this vision in our mind to shift down towards our throat, into our throat chakra. This is where we give our vision voice. What is your voice in this actualized intention? What are the things you are saying? How are you expressing yourself? How do you move through the world? How do you fulfill your divine purpose? What feels most true to you? How can you be your most authentic self? How can you support the greater good? How can you express yourself and act and move in a way that not only uplifts and empowers you, but everyone around you? How can you allow your divine truth to show up on earth? Can we identify the masks that we wear and then peel them off, revealing the truth underneath them? How do you allow yourself to fulfill your divine purpose? How does your voice show up in the world? Take another deep breath. Allow your vision to shift down into your heart chakra and feel it expand in size, taking up more space in your body and the space around your body. Perhaps feeling the energy extend down to your arms and your hands. Pour in divine love. Pour in acceptance, support, growth, expansion, space. Pouring in unconditional love for yourself, for everyone around you. softening so that that love can move in, welcoming support on our journey, softening, knowing that it's safe to receive the support, opening up a healthy channel of giving and receiving, allowing that exchange of giving and receiving to happen so that your intention can be actualized. Feeling into the heart space, listen to your heart and ask your heart if there's anything else it needs to tell you in regards to your intention and these things that you're working towards. Taking a few more breaths, feeling into your heart space, allowing it to expand and grow, feeling into your intuition. If you lived in a way where your heart was your boss, how would you live? How would you act? How would you move in the world? Take another breath. Imagine and feel your vision, this intention moving into your solar plexus, your third chakra, the belly, your core muscles, digestive system. This is our power center. The element is fire. In this space, deep transformation happens. In this space, churning happens, change. In this space, we can welcome the confidence, the willpower, the drive to allow our intention to actualize, knowing that we will navigate through our own will and drive through the challenges to act in the ways that we know we need to actualize this intention. Confidence that we can and we will do what is required to make it happen, and that we can do it with ease. Take another deep breath. Allow your vision, feel the vision, the intention, and the energy of it move into your hips, the pelvic bowl, into your sacral chakra. The element is water. This is our ability to go with the flow. This is where we surrender to the new shift. This is where we find the strength to let go of the things that are holding us back so that the new way of being can be birthed individually and collectively. It's happening within us. It's like this small scale in individuals and then circling out and out into our collective. And so here is where we go with the flow, allowing ourselves to be creative. As challenges come, you might even visualize yourself and the people helping you, being creative, moving with the currents, staying the course, being fluid and finding solutions in a way that allows this intention to be birthed, to be actualized in the real physical plane. Starting to visualize our vision and feel it move down into our root chakra, the pelvic floor, down through your legs, your knees, your feet. From this space, imagine roots growing deep into the earth, roots sprouting from your feet, from your hips, from your tailbone, growing down into the building beneath you, growing down into the foundation, visualizing those roots growing down into the earth beneath the building, roots growing deeper and wider, taking up more space. The roots growing denser, thicker, stronger, creating this unshakable foundation. Start to imagine your intention and your vision being poured down your roots like water. Your intention, your goals, the things that we're healing and nurturing, the things we're asking to grow, to expand, the changes that we want to see. Allow it all to energetically pour down your roots, imagining it softening into the earth. As you visualize this out, see if you can subtly feel it moving from your body down your roots and then softening into the earth like water. As we release the vision into the earth, this is where we affirm that this is what we're calling in. This is where the shift is pulling us. This is our intention. And so it is. Take your time as you feel ready. Take a couple of breaths, transitioning back to this time and space. No rush. Feel free to stay in your meditative state and with your vision as long as you'd like. And if you want to journal anything while it's fresh, it's a good idea to get it on paper. If you have any questions or anything that you would like to share, feel free to add it in on the chat box. I want to thank you guys all so much for being here. I've had so much fun doing these. I've enjoyed it so much. There is power in this work. It is very subtle. And so some may not believe it because you can't see it. But don't forget that there's power in this work. And there is power in your belief in this work. That's what makes it true. You guys are all so powerful. So happy to be with you. All right. You're welcome, you guys. Thank you so much for all your sweet notes. So happy to be here with you. I don't have the date for the next one yet, but it'll be on my website under online, and wherever, if you found it this one, you'll find the next one. It's under the same tab under online and then full moon ceremonies. You guys are so welcome. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I think you guys all have my email or some sort of way to contact me. I feel free to reach out to me. I feel really grounded and present and able to like serve. So I'm happy to chat with you. All right. Well, I don't want to leave. So happy to be here with you. But if you guys don't have anything else for me, then I'll talk us through just like a short little grounding before we close out. Does that sound right? And so let's see, let's bring our hands together. Rub palms. Place your left hand on your heart and your right hand on your belly. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Feel into your heart. Feel into your gut. As you feel into your heart, into your gut, ask those places what messages they have for you. What's rising to the surface in your heart? What's rising to the surface in your gut? And just connecting with that for a moment. As you feel ready, bring your hands together in front of your heart. Peace to all, love to all, light to all. Namaste. All right, friends. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.